she completes the ritual and gains full control over the icon of sin.
This is Urdak, the homeworld of the Makers. A brief age analysis of the structures and architecture here indicates that the world is older than any other in our databases. Similarities can also be drawn to the multiple pan-galactic religions, indicating that the Maker's influence was not limited to Argent Denor, and that over eons their influence has spread across the galaxy and potentially the universe. Some imagery is akin to religious icons in the Arian Cygnus arm of the Milky Way, an area which includes Earth. The name Urdak is common tongue in the Maker language, but can be approximately translated to the word for paradise or heaven in hundreds of different languages, further cementing the theory that the Makers have had a religious impact on mortal beings for millions of years. Despite their seeming godliness, the Makers have passed. At some point in their ageless history, there is a mention of the Father, a logical alien entity that endowed the Makers with their vast knowledge and technical ability. Analysis of Maker artifacts and scripture indicate that the Father may have been a singular being that split to form the Maker race, or instead transferred his incalculable power into the vast structure known as Urdak, which then birthed the Makers in perpetuity. It seems that the Makers, though exponentially long-lived, eventually suffered from some form of biological and mental degradation, at which point they undergo a process known as the transfiguration, wherein they allow a voluntary death and resurrection somehow tied to the Father. This process may have been complicated or damaged in the recent past. There are no records of how the Father came to the Makers when it was first discovered, or if it had any physical form before the Makers. The first mention of the Father is in regard to the building named the Illuminarian. It was a temple of sorts where Makers would go to seek answers. The essence of the Father was stolen by one of their own, by a Maker referred to as the Seraphim. Who the Seraphim is, or what he did with the Father's consciousness, is unknown. Records show that one day Luminarium simply ceased to communicate, and that a deep scan of its data banks revealed no remaining trace of the entity. Urdak itself exists in an anchor state, utilizing highly advanced dimensional shift technology to allow static position at a sub-quantum level. This essentially inverts their position in relation to Hell. Both planes of existence are fixed outside the bounds of the known universe, a lower and higher reality. The Khan Maker oversees all within Urdak and now utilizes Argent energy to prevent the transfiguration. You know, unless we meet these people soon, they're definitely talking about people in those letters that we have not met yet, which tells me that maybe they're setting up that third game. Which everything's in trilogies in my book until somebody tells me otherwise, so that's just kind of how this shiz goes. Oh, fuck me in the ass. Twice, please. Hit the wrong. Ha! Oh. I love it when this game goes puzzle game because... Ah. There we go. Open the map up, even though I almost never fucking use it because I'm a pleb. A plebe. Definitely a plebe.
Welcome, Garfield.
Hi. As you can see, I'm white.
You cannot stop the procession.
Hey, Thon.
We will not be able to control it! No!
Oops! I tripped. It's a Metal Gear! Everybody run! I'm not gonna fight that. I'm saying he cool as far as I'm concerned. Oh god, this is a fucking death room if I've ever seen one. Oh! Okay, this Maker drone is a ranged spotter demon, while most of the body is armored and the head is the weak point. Shooting its head deals extra damage, headshots kill, drops ammo. It sounds like they use... Okay then. Alright, so it's not just them. That would have been too easy. Hey, have you ever tried not hitting me in the dick, you fucking ass clown? Where has all this gotten you, huh? Dead. That's what it's fucking gotten you. I'm scared of the edges on this map. I'll be up here if you need me. Hey, has anybody seen a minion? Never mind. Yeah.
The icon of sin is no longer in the Khan Maker's control. The longer he is on Earth, the stronger. There is a portal we can use to follow. We must really activate the gate and get back to Earth.
Get your fucking bitch ass down here. Be a man about it. Thank you. Fucking kidding me. Fuck! I lost my fucking double jump. Brilliant! Okay.
All right. As it is written in the prophecies of ancient sentinel scripture, the Titans, towering elder demons of the infernal age, would return unearthed from their immortal slumber. The Titans are believed to be harbingers of the end times, primordial forces of chaos and destruction, born from the tortured spirit of the betrayer's son. It was by hell's unholy design that the icon of sin was given flesh. The fearsome Titan, forged from the essence of mortal suffering, once bore a human soul, a soul now transmogrified and entombed within the still beating heart of its former self. The betrayer, seeking to free his son from eternal torment within the depths of hell, made an agreement, a pact sealed by the black fates of darkness, that promised to grant his son the chance to return from death. The son would live again, but not as human. In hell's endless cruelty, the son was damned to become the icon, in an inhuman existence, bound only to its former humanity by the now disembodied, undying mortal heart.
Hate to see it.
Now the big difference in this game is the that we talked about is the there is no one-hit kill on certain enemies. Ah! On the like the I know in the first Doom game you could have a one-hit kill on like the nobody enemies. Here you gotta shoot them a few times to actually get the job done. Before you can actually kill them, so that's something. All right. I was kind of trying to talk while doing that. It's hard. Feels like this did. Wait. Let's see here. Going across, I guess. Can I make that? That's a tough ask. All right, let's see. The answer to that question, and many more, is no. All right. Oh, it's a secret? Hi, secret. I'm Travis. Climb up, you dumb slut! Why does Doom Guy betray me so? These are the real questions I have. You fucking... Why does Doom Guy hate me? You know, you hit the fucking acceleration the entire fucking game, and he auto grabs onto the wall until you really need it. And then he wants to be a prick.
Take whatever you got, sir. Whatever you got. Why must you torment me so much? He burst through that body. Did you see that? That's a hate crime is what that is. Okay, good. Okay.